from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
A pleasant evening and a very warm welcome to the National News Broadcast. We are coming to you live from Rupavahini's News Studios. I'm Dilanjali Ananda.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Charita Minipurarachi, and let's move on to the headlines for tonight's news.
The President extends an invitation to university students to actively join the nation-building program. The President says any unpopular decision will be taken to direct the economy of the country on the correct path. The National Dengue Control Program gets underway. For the first time in the country, 4 national-level cricketers joined the police force. Full reconstruction of the Northern Railway track from Maho to Anuradhapura begins. The Israeli army says the Hamas commanding structure in northern Gaza has been destroyed completely. Now for those and other stories in detail. President Ranil Wickremesinghe emphasized his commitment to making unpopular decisions for the benefit of the country's economy.
He made these remarks addressing a meeting with the United National Party members from Jaffna and Kilinochchi districts today. The meeting was convened at Valampuri Hotel in Jaffna. The meeting, organised by Jaffna District UNP organiser, former State Minister Vijay Kalamaheshwaran, provided a platform for approximately 600 party members to directly present their concerns to the President. During the meeting, he highlighted the significance of the northern province in Sri Lanka's Tamil civilization and pledged to connect its economy to the national economy swiftly. President Wickremesinghe stressed that with the rapid economic development in the north, new job opportunities and investment prospects would emerge. He sought the support of all representatives in that region to contribute to the development of both the north and the country. A young artist named K.A. Ravi presented President Wickremesinghe with a portrait during this meeting, showcasing local talent. President Wickremesinghe said that a dedicated program is underway to boost the tourism industry in the Jaffna district. He said that necessary infrastructure is being developed to enable global Hindu devotees to witness the well procession in Jaffna. Special events such as the Asala procession in August, the Katharagam procession and Jaffna's well procession are strategically planned to attract tourists, he added. President Wickremesinghe said that initiatives are underway to provide the diaspora with the new investment opportunities, particularly in the development of health and education in the north. He further said that these economic reforms are poised to generate new job and investment opportunities in the northern province, and he added that ensuring job opportunities will contribute to the improvement of living standards for the youth in the north. While decisions aimed at strengthening the country's economy may not always be popular, the President said that he is committed to making the necessary, albeit unpopular, choices to steer the country's economy in the right direction. He invited all to collectively contribute to the development of the northern province and the prosperity to the entire country. In parallel, the development President Ranil Wickremesinghe joined a meeting with farms industrialists from the northern province today at the Thande Chelva Auditorium in Jaffna. During the session, the President declared the formation of 2 committees tasked with investigating both social issues and challenges within the palm industry in the northern region. Emphasizing his commitment to equal rights for all in the region, the President underscored that he stands firmly for this principle. President Wickremesinghe also met with the members of the Bar Association of Northern Province and a group of businessmen to discuss various legal and business-related challenges in the Northern Province. The meeting was held at the Governor's office residence. Akila Thirukanakan, a president in Mullawaiyawal Mullathievu, who may have international medals from the Sri Lanka in athletics, met with President yesterday. She clinched 2 gold medals in the 5,000 meter and 1,500 meter events, along with the bronze medal in the 800 meter event at the recent Asia Masters Athletics Championships in the Philippines. The meeting took place at the Northern Province Governor's office residence.
Now, a meeting occurred yesterday between President Ranil Wickremesinghe and Chairman of the Civil Society Centre in Jaffna, Arun Siddharth. The meeting was held in the course of the President's 4-day tour of the Northern Province. The discussions encompassed a range of issues impacting civil society in the region, with a specific focus on challenges related to caste. President Wickremesinghe reiterates his dedication to promptly addressing and resolving these concerns. Chairman of the Civil Society Centre in Jaffna, Arun Sindharth, highlighted these concerning issues, expressing regret about Jaffna-based politicians residing in Colombo seem to avoid addressing these issues, and he emphasised the need for a more vocal response from political figures concerning the challenges faced by the local population. He unveiled the presence of caste-based schools in the northern province. In response, the President requested the naming of 100 existing schools and assured the Jaffna Civil Society Centre that these 100 schools would undergo immediate development. Additionally, President Wickremesinghe pledged to investigate divisional secretariats that are neglecting public issues by prioritising caste-related concerns. The chairman of the Jaffna Civil Society Centre emphasised that a substantial majority of individuals termed as missing persons are residing in foreign countries. Despite this reality, those forming associations continue to assert that they represent the families of the missing persons, indicating the discrepancy between the claimed status and the actual whereabouts of these individuals. He expressed his readiness for a debate with anyone from the Association of Missing Persons, asserting that these individuals are leading affluent lives abroad while identifying as missing persons. Jaffna Civil Society Centre submitted a letter to the President outlining various issues faced by the people of Jaffna that have not received adequate attention or discussion. The event was attended by President Secretary Saman Ekanaika and a delegation of activists from Jaffna Civil Society Centre. Now, President Ranil Wickremesinghe says that university students would play a crucial part in steering Sri Lanka towards economic stability and the nation's development.
He made these remarks while taking part in a meeting held with Jaffna University students. The meeting was held at the Jetwing Hotel in Jaffna. President Ranil Wickremesinghe highlighted the pivotal role of universities in the nation's development. The President steered that these activities and academic institutions would play a crucial part in steering Sri Lanka towards stability and prosperity, as well as ensuring the success of the planned development projects in the northern province. President Wickremesinghe passionately called upon Jaffna University students to actively participate in the development transformative endeavours, recognizing their potential contributions to the transformative journey ahead.
Everyone must do not subsistence agriculture. We'll push them to do modern agriculture over the next 4-5 years. So there again, the universities have a role to play in agriculture. You should be some of the centers. Basically, Jaffna University should be the center for the north. Then we have asked the universities to expand, and we are going to put some new universities by the government, and there will be private, non-government universities which will go on to the newest technology. We must have that technology. The Industry 4 technology, the digital technology, AI. So let's just keep producing them. Just imagine the number of people who can't get into who are qualified, who can't get into the medical faculty. Then we are going to reorganize the vocational training and have 9 vocational training boards for each province. And then you all can train for the market. We'll bring the NITA, VTA, Youth Council, then even Youth Co, all those ones will be brought under this. So you all can start off on that. So in education development, the different provinces will have to do in accordance with national policy. But we are trying to find some more new areas. So with this, people will come and start manufacturing. We are trying to make Colombo and Trincomalee good harbours to serve South India. So we become a regional logistic hub. So you have to think of it. People will come and shout. But that is not doing them. What is the main our task this year? Just to ensure that we have 2% growth. That ensures you all have jobs, the part-time jobs, you will have jobs, government will have revenue, and we can go ahead. So from where we have come up to this. But this is not my future. We have to develop it. So my idea is we go to 5% in 2025. And then we keep pushing it up to about 7% by 2030. Then you all must run for 10 years on high growth rates. That the country is good. So that's something you all have to do, not me. You have to ensure government will keep these numbers going and that we will have basically 7 to 8% growth. So we have to now get together and go to a new economy. Useless saying, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. We have to develop it and come up with our own sweat, not anyone else. Chinese did it with their own sweat. Japanese did it with their own sweat. Koreans did it with their own sweat. Vietnamese did it with their own sweat. No one to help them. There's no one to help us, but we can make it. So that's your future.
Also addressed questions posed by students during the meeting.
We all know that tax is a major backbone of the country's income. Also does the income from the country. So the entrepreneurial ideas, we are studying about entrepreneurship in our studies, but it is not practiced as much here. So we request you to enhance some of the activities to include students' ideas for the entrepreneurship activities.
You can establish such a circle in your faculty and then communicate directly with our economic team.
Thank you, sir. And I would like to encourage this in all universities as well.
Universities, they can come and spend a day or two in the treasury.
Is it possible to increase the English knowledge from the primary education and secondary education? Because most of the studies here in universities based on English medium, from all the university students struggle to continue their studies in English medium. In one case in our university, suicide case because of the English language problem. Any possibilities to make the arrangements to improve the knowledge of the students from the basic level?
I think in the Colombo University is not much of a problem. Morato University is not a problem. Then as you go, you find some there are problems, others are not. So you have to learn English. There is no other way out. English is the international language. If you are going to artificial intelligence, you will have to work in English. And there are no other way. America, UK, Canada, India, all will work in English. Most probably China will also follow that path. So we have to ask, because I'll be asking the universities to bring on courses on AI in the next 2 years. So that's the time you can look at, maybe they can, UGC can look at strengthening English. Or if you want, we can even give some allowance for them to go and learn English in some place like the British Council.
Time period that a state university student is spending as the academic qualification for like degree is like very more than a private graduate. So when we move on to the job market, we are lacking experience, whereas they have more experience than us. So what do you say?
I'm from a state university, went in at 18, came out at 21. Became a lawyer at 23. It's the internal issues in the university. I mean, people are just disrupting university. When we were in university, we had agreement with the Vice Chancellor that the last 2 weeks for the first term will be set aside for strikes. You come in, we'll have a law. As you come, you must do it and go out in 3 or 4 years. Unless it's medicine, it's 5.
So can I mention a suggestion? Or what I thought is in government schools, mostly government schools, they start in one day and finish on the same day, like all government schools. Why can't state universities also follow the same thing?
No, it is. You start in October. Your term is over on 30th of September. Yeah, our term began in October. Most countries, October to September.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe says funds will be properly allocated to tackle health and education issues in the north by prioritizing identified needs. The president articulated this commitment during a discussion held yesterday at the Jaffna District Secretariat with representatives from the health and education sectors, along with the youth community. Under this commitment, initiatives will be undertaken to allocate land for the teaching hospital in Jaffna and allocate funds for the recruitment of teachers to fill vacancies. Nearly 300 individuals representing the health sector, education sector and the youth community were in attendance as the President addressed and provided solutions to their concerns. President Ranil Wickremesinghe assured his commitment to offering essential support to integrate the northern province into the national economy, urging government officials and the youth community to actively contribute to this initiative. A senior professor from the University of Jaffna handed over a proposal to the President addressing the deficiencies within the university and outlining recommendations for the enhancement of its physical and human resources. Following the discussion, President Ranil Wickremesinghe visited the Rio Ice Cream store in Jaffna, seizing the opportunity to taste ice cream.
And meanwhile, the National Dengue Control Program is being implemented throughout the island with effect from 10th of this month. The inaugural session of the program has got underway in Slave Island in Colombo this morning. Secretary to the Ministry of Health, Consultant Physician Palita Mahipala and Acting IGP Deshabantha Tennakoon were also present at this occasion. The program is being conducted with the assistance of the police and the Navy in parallel to the event. Enlightening of the people in Slave Island on probable breeding places of dengue mosquitoes and cleansing of such places has also taken place. A media briefing to educate the relevant groups of the National Dengue Control Program was held in Colombo. Director of the National Dengue Control Unit, Consultant Physician Sudat Samaravita said that in the past month, more than 400 dengue patients have been reported on a daily basis. He added that at present, the daily reporting of dengue patients is between 300 to 350. The director has cautioned the station may aggravate with the distributing of the weather condition. A special search operation on dengue mosquito breeding locations in Vallavata in Colombo was held today under the direction of the Chief Medical Officer of Health of the Colombo district. Cleaning of possible threatening dengue mosquito breeding places in the Bandaravilla town also took place today. In collaboration with the Bandaravilla Police Station, the Municipal Council, the Traders Association and other relevant institutions. Another dengue control program was conducted in Bogavanthalava today to the cooperation of the Bogavanthalava Office of the Medical Officer of Health and the Police Station. Programs to counter the threat of dengue menace were also conducted on beachfront of Ambalangoda with the assistance of the Ambalangoda Police Station and the Urban Council. Owners of the fishing craft station in beach have been warned of the accumulation of water in their craft. Hotel owners in the area have been informed to clean dengue control breeding places. At the Ampara Dengue Control Program held in the Ampara town today, legal action have been taken against business institutions which had acted in a manner to spread the breeding of mosquito larvae.
The police say that Yukti operation has been able to detect more than 56 kilograms of heroin narcotic in 24 hours. That has ended at 12:30 am today. The quantity of ice narcotic recovered during the operation is nearly 190 kilos. Searching of vehicles under the Yukti operation are being carried out throughout the island these days. The vehicles were subjected to inspection in many locations yesterday as well. Upon information received by the Poisonous Narcotic Raiding Unit in the Kaltura Division, a subsequent search on a person travelling in a motorcycle has enabled to detect 16 grams of heroin. Further investigation have revealed that the suspect was engaged in drug racketeering with a woman in a house they have rented in Sri Sumangalamawat in Kaltura. Upon inspection of the house, nearly 2 grams of heroin narcotic concealed under a dress of a woman were recovered. Further interrogations of the suspects have revealed that they were engaged in a drug deal in any easy cash system with the detained prisoner named Dadayakarayage Buddhika Vijayasinghe alias Matugama Malpia. A stock of ice and heroin narcotics made available for sale has been recovered in a search operation carried out at a restaurant near a filling station in Magam, Ruanwella. Our correspondent says that a husband and wife couple who have maintained the restaurant were taken into custody. Another raid conducted in Koskamatudua, more than 5 grams of heroin were recovered from a shirt pocket of a suspect. The Ahungala police station, after receiving a tip-off, has conducted a search on a house and recovered 8,000 milligrams of ice narcotic in the possession of a student in the house. In questioning of the student, it has been revealed that a distribution of drugs was taking place according to the instructions of a drug racketeer in Ahungala currently residing overseas. The student under arrest was studying for GCE ordinary level examination. He was ordered to be detained at the Kitulampitia Children's Home in Gaul after being produced before Bambalapitiya magistrate. For the first time in Sri Lanka, for national level sports persons were recruited in the police yesterday. Shamra Silva and Kusal Janit Pereira have been enrolled as chief police inspectors, while Ruwan Pradeep and Ashok Bandara have been recruited as police inspectors. The memorandum of understanding has also been signed over the implementation of the programs to be undertaken with a Youth Services Council. Minister Tiranalas said that the operation has been undertaken to eliminate the drug menace and stressed that this goal will be fulfilled despite whatever obstructions. The minister added that police has been given a 6-month period to finish the job. Acting IDP Deshabandhu Tendakon has requested the general public to extend maximum cooperation for the successful completion of the program.
And meanwhile, the second stage reconstruction of the Northern Railway line from Mahu to Anuradhapura has commenced today. Work of the project is scheduled to be completed by the 6th of July this year. Minister of Transport, Highways and Mass Media Dr. Bandhu Gunawardena and Indian High Commissioner in Sri Lanka Santosh Jha have presided over the inauguration of the Galgamuor railway station. The project envisages reconstruction of 65 kilometers of railway track from Mahu to Anuradhapura, covering a total distance of 128 kilometers under 30,000 million rupees of funds on the Indian credit line. After the reconstruction of a train journey from Colombo to Kankasanturai could be completed within 5 hours. Another feature, in addition of a railway new station by the name of Bu Oyer to the railway network, other benefits of the projects include minimizing engine maintenance, feasibility on development of luxury trains and provision of easy, comfortable and protective journey to the passengers. The planned train speed is 120 kilometers per hour, which is 20 kilometers more than the current speed of 100 kilometers per hour. The extended speed enables to lessen the train journey time by 1 hour. Minister of Transport, Highways and Mass Media Dr. Bandhu Gunawardena said that with all passengers in the district were able to travel on time, he has requested the Indian High Commissioner to extend credit for the development of electric train from Colombo to Jaffna. The minister has also recalled the elephant train conflict in the area, and minister has urged to explore the possibilities of constructing a passenger under the railway track for a distance of around half a kilometers for the sake of travelling of elephants. A series of special religious programs in connection with the 66th anniversary of the Sri Lanka transport birth was conducted under the leadership of Minister of Transport, Highways and Mass Media Dr. Bandhu Gunawardena in front of the Ruwanvali Mahasaya in Anuradhapura. A Kapruk offering was also conducted in the sake of blessings for the country, people and the institute. The special Ashirvada Puja was conducted at the Ruwanvali Mahasaya with the offering of more than 750 Atapirukaras by the 8 depots of the SLTB. Religious observances have been directed by Venerable Vatteva Sumana Nayakatera under the patronage of Chief Incumbent of Ruwanvali Mahasaya, Venerable Ithala Vetunuve Janatilakatera. Deployment in services of the new buses of Sri Lanka Transport Board for the benefit of the passengers who venerate the sacred places of Jayasri Mahabodhi, the Lova Mahapaya, Ruwanvali Saya, Jetavana Rame, Abeguriya, Lanka Rame, Tupa Rame and Mirisavetiya, operating from the Anuradhapura railway station, has also taken place in parallel to the religious observances.
Director General of Community Affairs of the President, Kirti Penakol, says that President Ranil Wickremesinghe's 4-day official tour in the Northern Province is a central point in the program to develop the country. He has made these remarks participating in a media briefing held in Jaffna to enliven the President's official tour in the region and also on the funds allocated on the development of the Northern Province for year 2024 and relevant proposals. Director General of Community Affairs of the President's Office, Kirti Penakol, said that they are trying to restore the status of Sri Lanka's successful educational hub of Jaffna, which had prevailed before the eruption of the war. The government is attempting to provide the necessary resources to achieve these objectives. The Director General further said attempts are also underway to extend investment opportunities amounting to $2 billion to the region, which generates the highest quantity of solar and wind power. He also said that Jaffna farmer community who are engaged in best forms of agricultural technology will also be provided with the necessary facilities. Director General of Presidential Trade Union Affairs, Samman Ratnapriya, said that President Ranil Wickremesinghe as a single person had accepted the challenge to end the state of bankruptcy affecting the country. He further said that the President once again is in the process of leading the country towards stability. Samman Ratnapriya also said the present government has been able to reduce inflation and to increase foreign remittance to 5.4 billion rupees. He added that there has been record-breaking increases in the arrival of foreign tourists.
The Urban Development Authority says ownership deeds will be provided to 50% of the tenants in the apartment schemes of the authority before the end of this year. The program is being implemented on the instructions of Minister Prasanna Ranatunga. 14,542 persons are currently residing in the apartment complexes of the UDA. Under the first stage of the program, 50% of the residents are scheduled to receive their ownership deeds. The remaining tenants will be given their ownership deeds upon resolution of legal and other problems relating to the apartment housing. These facts have been revealed at a discussion conducted to enlighten on the projects to be implemented by the authority during this year. Chairman of the UDA, Nimesh Herat, said on this occasion that the Minister had advised to gazette 22 development projects within an year. Minister Prasanna Ranatunga has also directed the officials to look into the possibility of transferring the outright ownership of the apartments to the children of the original tenants.
And we have more news from home in brief. Consultant physician Ananda Vijay Vikrama has inducted as the new president of the Sri Lanka Medical Association. He is the 30th president of the institute. Dr. Vijay Vikrama has assumed duties at the Postgraduate Institute in Boralla yesterday. Consultant physician Ananda Vijay Vikrama said that drug shortage is gradually receding. He also said the doctors have got together to reduce the funds used to purchase unnecessary drugs. Attention has been focused on necessary medicine. New Zealand High Commissioner Michael Appleton, who has completed his tenure in Sri Lanka, has called on former President Mahinda Rajapaksa at his Vijayarama official residence today. The former president said he appreciates the commitment of Mr. Appleton to strengthen bilateral relations. A special program has commenced to control floods and irrigation management in the Ratnapura district. The Ministry of Irrigation is spending 600 million rupees on the project. This was revealed in a discussion presided over by Minister Pavitra Vanyarachi. The aim of the program is to minimize the naturally occurring climatic influences. The Ma Madala Vatiya water scheme in Hambantota was vested with the general public. It serves the needs of 2,500 families. Now, a designer fashion display of international level was conducted on the 20th floor in Mireka Tower of Havelock City.
The show has been organized by one of the Sri Lanka's prominent clothing designing institution, the Namal Balachandra Luxury Designer Wear. The unveiling of the Q Care of the Queen Queenie brand also took place on this occasion. A special feature has been the participation of fashion designers with popular foreign brands names including Italy. This was the first occasion of the conducting of a fashion display of this magnitude. All cloth designs have been carried out on a concept of the fashion designer Dr. Namal Balachandra.
To Sri Lanka and I make a fashion show for you and the best fashion show for Sri Lankan people, and that's what we did today.
That's it on local news. Stay tuned with international news after this break.
Hot and spicy fun by Vivara.
Welcome back with international stories. The Israeli army says it has completed the dismantling of Hamas command structure in the northern Gaza Strip. Israeli military said that the Palestinian militants are now operating in the area only sporadically without commanders. Israeli Army spokesman Daniel Harwell said that Israel had killed around 8,000 militants in northern Gaza. He further said that the Israeli Defense Forces are now focused on dismantling Hamas in south and central Gaza. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reiterated that yesterday that Israel would continue its campaign to eliminate Hamas, return Israeli hostages and ensure that the Gaza will no longer be a threat to Israel. Israel has killed more than 22,000 people since the war began, and according to the Hamas-run health ministry, it has said that it has recorded more than 120 deaths over the past 24 hours. The territory has been devastated and most of the population of 2.3 million has been displaced.
Prima Kutumi, Pantamai.
The second one-day cricket match of the current series between Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe will be played at the R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo tomorrow. The first match of the series was ended without a result yesterday due to rain.
The Sri Lanka team, having won the toss at R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo today, decided to bat first. Janit Lunage has received one-day status, and Avishka Bendis and captain Kusal Janit Mendes have opened the innings but failed to add a run to the Sri Lanka's innings. It was Sadira Samaravikrama with 41 and Kusal Bendis with 46 runs put the team into the some respectability, and in addition Sri Lanka had scored 101 runs facing 95 deliveries, which included 5 boundaries and 4 sixes. The Sri Lankan innings was restricted to 273 runs for the loss of 9 wickets in 50 overs. Dilshan Madhushanka was able to capture 2 rival wickets without giving away a run. The second one-day international will be played at a day and night fixture.
He turns towards the pavilion.
Prima Kutumi, Pantamai.
And that's all the news we have for tonight. Join us tomorrow at the same time for the very latest on ChannelEye. I'm the Lingerie together with Shoaib, signing off. Good night.
Have a pleasant night.